Well, access to food, of course, is key to ensuring human dignity. The World Science Forum's focus for today at their conference is Science for Human Dignity. President Cyril Ramaphosa has appealed to scientists and policymakers to walk towards the protection of the most vulnerable in society. Our reporter, Natalie Malgas, is in Cape Town at the symposium.
Food security speaks to the availability of food sources and people's access to quality basic foodstuffs. The reality is this isn't always possible, and there are a range of threats encroaching on food security pipelines across the globe.
Well, there's many vulnerabilities that we are concerned about, but right now my vote would be for climate change. We're experiencing events that we thought would only take place in 10 years' time are starting to happen now. So more hot days, rainfalls that are unpredictable, season shifts, so we're starting to see rain in our dry areas when we would normally be harvesting the fruit, and we're starting to see drought in areas which would have summer rain, and they are our breadbasket.
Scientists are skeptical we can undo all of these harmful impacts. Quite frankly, all that's left is for the world to adapt.
So one of the things we're trying to do is to understand how particular plants, particularly indigenous plants, adapt to heat, to drought and to salinity. And one of the problems that accompanies climate change is that we are forced to irrigate more often, and that means that deteriorates the health of our soil. So again, agroecological approaches help us understand how to ensure that our soil is healthy. It's manageable. We're seeing farmers already doing this, being able to protect their harvests, using far less chemicals, much less reliance upon industrial techniques of agriculture.
The tea crafters from rural Limpopo are already brewing these techniques.
So I'm saying today in this Science Forum, let's stand up and go back to rural areas and tap on the knowledge of indigenous women.
The World Bank forecasts the number of people impacted by food insecurity is likely to grow to 222 million people in 53 countries around the world. But for indigenous knowledge holders exhibiting here at the World Science Forum in Cape Town, they believe with the right legislative protections, all is not lost. For Newzroom Afrika, Channel 405, I'm Natalie Malgas in Cape Town.